Alright, so this run is pretty crazy. Decided to start recording right now. I'm right about to go to the last battle, but I wanted to start recording right in this card draft because it's a really painful decision. Like, the responsible thing is I depend on Ember Drain too much, but I don't have reliable ways of generating Ember on the right turn, so I feel like I have to take the Ember Cache because I have the nonsense, just totally overpowered Sketches of Salvation with Shadow Siege set up. And it took me a long time to get multi-strike, and I'm about to hit a duplication in the very last ring, which is going to be crazy. But the best way of keeping him alive right now is this Ember Drain card. So it's all well and good, but then I get totally screwed over on Ember, and I feel like this stabilizes my deck a bit more. This just pushes me over the top, but I don't necessarily need this. I have some ways of gradually making my deck more reliable as the fight goes on, because I've got, where is it? This one right here. So I draw extra cards, and then I can, depending on what cards I draw, I can get rid of a bunch of cards that I don't need in one turn. But that's very RNG dependent. So this is the more reliability type of card. This is the one that, like, in theory, if I needed to do even more damage and just totally hit that much harder, then, like, you know, it might arguably, like, if the DLC were already here and the super actual, like, true final boss were present, maybe this would be slightly better, because, you know, it's just that much more perilous. But right now, I do the sad, not very glorious thing. Like, sure, if I draw this in the same turn as like some Ember generating card, such as this one, then maybe it all works out, but it's too dangerous. So I'm really sad about this, but I think that's what I had to do. Another one of these. Do I really actually need this, or is the Ember Drain not really that big of a problem? A lot of times I end up not playing this when I draw it. I do have at least one dead unit, because I have this... No, that's a cardsless enemy, never mind. That's So I don't... So the only way I get any units whatsoever for this is if I create that draft, like, early in the battle, but I don't know. I don't know if I actually need this. Maybe I'll take it anyway. Okay, so I definitely want to duplicate stuff. Let's see if I can put yet another multi-strike on the unit before I duplicate it. Ooh. That unit apparently is ineligible for size increase, which is, I guess, kind of crazy. Okay. Damage shield would be sort of okay, but I'm gonna say no. Let's just try to get the multi-strike quick. That could solve some of our problems. I think it helps our survivability a little bit. It's usable, but it's not as good as another multi-strike. But if I got two of them and they're both quick, do I have exactly 4 units now? One, the sludge, 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Yeah. I might just be able to spam end turn, because this setup is crazy. I don't have any of those. No. Let's see if the reroll's any better. Like, the draft that I magically create costs 1, so that's slightly better than nothing. This is slightly better than nothing. These are all slightly better than nothing. I guess I should just purge cards. Well, this one I might end up creating that draft on a turn where I have no Ember, that's a pretty real possibility. So this costs 0. Alright, the rest of these are... I don't see those saving the run. Well, it doesn't really need to be saved, but if anything were to go wrong, I don't see that being as good as a card remove. What do we think? Here. This is sort of... I basically never use this for anything, right? I took one capacity upgrade because on a bad turn, the free morsel is on the small floor, and then I can't play with the champion, which is just really super duper bad. Right, because I start with 5, then it goes down to 4, but then the morsel takes up 1, and then it's... Yeah, so I needed this just as insurance. Because I want to play him on the top floor and then descend him down to hang out with everybody else. Or I keep... If there's haste... If the enemies have haste, I have to keep him on the top floor as a goalkeeper. So anyway, what was I saying here? I'm just going to remove one more. What's the worst card in my deck? I mean, this isn't super duper terrible, but I might get rid of it anyway. I mean, in theory, those morsels help a little bit. This, am I ever killing anything with this again? Maybe. I'm trying to remember. Does everything have like 5 or more health on the last ring, or do they still drop some 1s and 3s? This might be the worst card, but I'm gonna get rid of this one. I don't know, maybe that they did offer me +3 magic power. I forgot that I had exactly 1 card. With that relic, this might have been able to kill something and generate morsels. Like, that might have been the difference right there. So that's kind of sad. But, whatever. I guess we're splitting hairs right now. Let's just spam the intern button as much as we can. Try not to overthink it and just let the stupid nonsense carry all by itself without any, with minimal input. Well, it looks like my Pyre's going to take... Those have 3 health, so I can still kill them if I ever draw the card, but I didn't. Okay, let's save our Pyre. A little bit of help here. Health. And do any of these do anything? Oh, yeah, these two are a combo. It's nice when you get it, but sometimes you don't. Alright, so our frontliner... that was something I was going to have to do, and I think technically I need a little bit of help staying alive, but other than that, it's almost auto-win, but that was like a really, I really need to need more good RNG than I already got. Okay, any of this is going to actually do anything this turn or not? Like, maybe that 4 damage. Probably don't need it, but there we go. The rest of this does nothing. I could just try to get this out of my deck. It costs 0. I kind of like that it costs 0. Might matter later. Like, the greedy strategy would be to try to kill Seraph before the final wave, which would mean I would spam Rage on the Shadow Siege, and then just hope I don't get screwed over by the Ember Drain on the wrong turn. That's okay though. This card, do I really... Is that just going to get in the way? Like, it's pretty powerful, but I don't think I really need it with this setup. I think... Yeah, this card is... It's nice, but... I think I just want to draw Wickless recruitment together with my Ember Drain cards as often as I can, so getting this out of my deck is probably weirdly beneficial, even though it's like straight up legit, very powerful. It's just they don't have, none of the enemies have haste, so this second floor can just go burr. Like hardly any input needed there. So this, yeah, there's my insurance policy. Imagine if that were a multi-strike, but oh well, it wasn't meant to be. It's all good though. Okay, do I want to... Ooh, that one gives rage. Yeah, let's be greedy here. Let's put the rage... I put the damage shields back here because lifesteal and damage shield just sort of... There's an anti-synergy. It's like if you use the damage shield, then the lifesteal ends up doing nothing, is kind of the problem. So save the damage shield for later and put the preemptive. I guess the lifesteal probably won't even end up being used for anything. I guess keep you up to here for... I almost want to put you on the next floor, but he's kind of goalkeeping, and just in case they spawn one of these on the top floor, so he can stay put. And this is the one card that I don't want to get rid of, unfortunately, so this is going to do nothing this turn. Well, I guess that's it. We're doing nothing right now. Yeah. Who's got the... You've got 2 stacks. Okay, so... Doesn't matter. Do I need that right now? Or is it going to be better if I redraw it later? There's just a chance I might need it later. I guess it's because I had quick. I guess those lifesteal stacks never did anything. I just Ember Drained myself for no reason, I think is what actually happened there. Getting close to the final wave, so this time it might matter. Like 2 of those are still going to exist when the boss shows up. Now what? Ooh. Do I really want to play any of these? Or is it just kind of stupid and pointless now? I think out of my entire deck, all I want to play is the Ember Drain cards and the Wickless Recruitment, so I should just toast all of these, right? I probably should have started doing that a little bit earlier, but it's fine. Yeah, it's either I play it or it gets consumed by this, so, okay. Sadly, Seraph did not die before the final wave. I tried, though. I tried. Oh, Penumbra. So you tried your hardest, but it didn't really do anything. Okay. Yeah, can hang out with everybody else. I could descend. If I draw Wickless next turn, then I could remove Burnout from this guy. Like, that's the best case. So sure, let's just hope that happens, but probably not. Yeah, that didn't happen, okay, but whatever. I guess it really doesn't matter anymore, but... if this fight were to continue, I would probably want this. The trip fall is kind of nice, but not as good as thinning my deck. I guess if I really wanted to save the trip fall, I would cast it on just for the days. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Sketches and Shadow Siege, nothing matters. The only thing that matters is, well, multi-strike matters a little bit, but that's about it. It just... Shadow Siege is such a stupid unit, and Sketches is such a stupid relic. I mean, it's just... it's like, just, yeah. Consumer of Crowns and Shadow Siege, it's just so hard to play them. But when you can play them, it's so, like, brokenly good, but then, like, not being able to play them just kills the whole run. It's just... it's not reliable enough to carry you through 8 rings, because one time you're just going to get screwed unless it's Sketches of Salvation. Almost anything else, something could go wrong and you're in trouble. It's like... there's no middle ground with those cards, so it's just... I'm annoyed that it exists, but the one time out of 100 that it gives me the combo, you know, it's a gift horse. You know, there's a saying about gift horses, and yeah, that's Monster Train. Sometimes you play Monster Train, sometimes Monster Train plays you, sometimes Monster Train plays itself. That's what Case 3 looks at, like Sketches and Shadow Siege. Oh yeah, and then this, somehow I've never... I just don't get it that often, and I think I must have lost the 2 or 3 runs where I happened to pick this up. This time I saw it and I knew it was already winning, so it's like, yeah, let's just collect the gold borders, because nothing matters, right? So yeah. Apparently that was a new record for damage dealt, because I guess the Shadow Siege was hitting for 200 unnecessary damage every turn, and then with multi-strike eventually it was like 400. So yeah. I'm not sure how trample works. Does like when you overkill, does it overkill multiple times, or does it only count the bit that you need? Well, whatever. It's all good. A little too good. And that's Monster Train.